Mark, we're gonna do some meat. I like meat, so we're doing some ribs. So first thing you do is you get your baby back rib or whatever kind of rib you're doing. You want to peel the skin off here. See the skin? Take all the skin off. Skin, you're pulling that off. Got the fat all off. Gonna flip this over. I'm gonna wipe it down. Pat your meat. I'm gonna take this meat. You've seen me do ribs before. Put some brown sugar on there. And put some salt on there, some pepper on there. Then we're going to rub this all in and get it all massaged in there. Then we're going to cut it into small pieces, put it in the air fryer. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Well, it's been about 10 minutes. You can see the ribs are starting to cook. I just flipped this one over, so that's why it looks like it does. We're going to roll them around a little bit here. I'm going to let them in for another 10 minutes. I may have to end up taking a rack of these ribs out. We'll see. We'll give them another 10 minutes and see what happens. We're making baby barbecued baby back ribs because I like meat. See you in a bit. Alright, the ribs have been in for about 20 minutes. I turned the heat up. They still need to cook a little more. I still see some pink on them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut them up into smaller pieces and put them back in the air fryer. And I don't think I'm going to be disappointed. I think they're still going to be good and delicious. So we'll be back here in a little bit. 20 minutes so far. I did turn the temperature up to 360. I think they'll be done here in a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm cooking the ribs on, I jacked it up to 360. They've been in for 20 minutes so far. I started out at like 330. I jacked it up to 360 after 10 minutes. I took the ribs, I pulled them out, I cut them up. You can see there's some pinkness to them. So I cut them into pieces to help them cook better. The whole problem is it's overcrowding. I suggest if you're going to do ribs, you could do them, leave them whole and do them, but only do like a rack and a half. Leave some airspace between them, and they would have definitely been done. But I'm not disappointed, and it's still going to be good and delicious. I'm still going to have about 30-some minutes in it, so overall I'm happy. Hi, it's me, Cooking with Mark. Cooking with Mark. Hey, let me show you something. YouTube, Damon M01. That's his channel. That's my son's channel. He's 12. Believe it or not, I don't know what he actually does on there because I don't see much of it. I look at some of it to make sure he's not doing bad things. But anyway, he has more visitors and subscribers and everything than I do. But I just wanted to give him a shout out. Damon M01, YouTube. Anyway, we're going to talk about these ribs. I put two full racks of ribs in here. I had it stacked clean full. Tried to cook it at like 330 or something like that. And 350, 340, whatever. That's not good enough. I want you to put a rack and a half of ribs, only a rack and a half. You can stack them sideways because if you overcrowd them, they won't cook. Anyway, what I did is I took those ribs out, I cut them up. They was in for 20 minutes. They've been in for about another 7 minutes now, so they've been in for 28 minutes. I had to cut them up because I had it overcrowded. And I'll show them to you. They're just about done. What I want you to do when you cook the ribs, you can leave them whole if you would like to do that. But I want you to cook them at 360. 360 for about 25 minutes. Set the racks side by side, but only do 3. Let some space between them. Or you can do better yet, you can throw it on your barbecue grill. This is air fryer cooking, this ain't barbecue grill cooking. And secondly, what about the city slickers that don't have a grill? They can't do it, okay? They gotta use the air fryer, okay? They're gonna use the air fryer because they don't have a grill. Or maybe they don't own anything but an air fryer, that's what they're gonna do. Anyway, remember, when you're doing ribs, a rack and a half, stack them sideways, leave some space between them, cook them at 360 for about 25 minutes or so. And we're going to throw some barbecue sauce on here. They're going to be done. Let's take another peek at them. Here, look at these. Throw some barbecue sauce on them. We're going to call them done. They're done. Good. They're done. Delicious. Okay, so that's it for the ribs.